Good morning, traders, and this is your DAX daily review. So, obviously, this chart's not open yet, and the DAX futures market is down quite substantially after Trump tweeted he's going to be increasing the Chinese import tariffs to 25%. So, right now, the DAX futures market is down 2% at 1,221. Let's just see if we can pick that up. No, not there. One, two, 22221. Okay, that's 12219. So that's pretty close. Okay, so the price right now is hovering down here. So in other words, that gives us a 230 point move down at the moment. Now, I'm still, from a DAX perspective, I think the trend is still very strong to the upside. So regardless of what's happening in the US, we all the way down here. So it's a massive gap if you look at it. I mean, we're basically going to raise almost 2 weeks of growth. Okay, now oscillators were warning us that this was coming, and this gap below the Bull Williams alligator here is going to be pretty telling. Okay, now whether we continue to the downside or whether we consolidate here and then move up is another story. But ultimately, this is going to give us a bit of an island reversal pattern as well. Okay, because you're going to have these three green bars here. You had a gap up, and now you've got a gap down. Okay, but I think where we are now, more than likely, because that'll be the island, and yeah, we're on the target already, so it's not going to mean anything. Okay, so what would my play be today? I'm very reluctant to jump in short here. I mean, it's not really a clever thing to do. The market always comes down to some kind of level, and the buyers see value and they step in, regardless of what Trump's doing at the moment. So I think today is going to be a typical Monday for me. Is probably just going to sit back and enjoy the sunshine. I'm not going to bother trading until I find some structure that I can trade. Okay, I've been waiting for a pullback on this to get in, and this could very well be the pullback I'm waiting for. But now what I need to do is I need to be patient and wait for some sort of structure that'll show me that we're at a bottom and that I can get in on it. Alternatively, what I'm looking for is a bit of a rally, some structure, and then an opportunity to get in short. Okay, so that's kind of the view that I've got at the moment is, I mean, looking at the lower time frames here is not going to help us one bit because we are so far behind, or below. If you look at this, the only thing that we can do is start looking for areas where the buyers may be stepping in. So I think what we're going to do for that is just pop across to the 4 hour, and you can see where we are now. Every single one of these levels here, every single fractal is an area you need to pay attention to. Okay, and this one here is probably the most significant, which is 12,044, and then you have that one, and then you have that inside tail there. Okay, and that lines up with the 200 moving average as well. So from a 4 hour perspective, we're looking for 11,940, 11,980, 12,044, and 12,135. This area where we are now may also just get some buyers stepping in, which is 12,210. Okay, so those are the areas that I'm going to be watching for an opportunity to get back in on the long side. And remember, even though the gap down here is going to break below the trend, okay, It doesn't necessarily mean it's just going to fall to the floor. It can, but V reversals are rare. So what you want to see is a second attempt to try and come up, test the breakouts or even test the highs before falling over. Okay, so that's kind of what we're looking for. So waiting for some structure, waiting for some support. As soon as I see the support, it'll be a worthwhile trade for a long. That long would either be to test the breakouts, or alternatively, it will be a reversal back to the top. If it does come up and test the breakouts, and we do see some price action, and it's going to be difficult to ascertain this because you're going to have so many levels here. You know, you've got every single fractal on the 4 hour is something you need to pay attention to. So gap down, come back up, hover around, for example, this area here, which is 12273, and then start rolling over again. That would give me indication that I need to be short. Okay, so in other words, I'm not jumping in short right at the bottom at the open. I want to wait for some structure. So firstly, I want to see it find a base, and there may be a long scalp. There are going to be a lot of traders who are going to be trading to the long side, because once the retest is completed and failed, so the breakout I would be looking at will more than likely, you can see this wedge here, will be the bottom of the wedge here. So I need a break below here and then a retest. Okay. What we can do quickly is just have a look at the ichimoku, and you can see from the daily, I mean, we can come all the way back down. Oh, where are we now? We can fall 900 points, 890 points, and the trend is still up. Okay. 4 hour, pretty much a similar scenario here. So Kijis and tickets and above. So whatever happens, I'm still looking for longs until I get a retest of a breakout. So it's been making new highs, making higher lows. So it's going to make a low, it's going to gap down, it's going to be a low, but then I want to see some consolidation for a move up because the trend is still to the upside. Okay, and this is the difficult part. People are going to be trying to chase the short because, the market's falling and trade war and etc., and the panic is going to get in. Those that are calm are going to make money out of this week. Okay. Anyway, guys, that's it for me today. Patience is key. May not even get a trade in today, but I'm looking for structure somewhere to get in for a long, and then watch where that long gets to. If we get to another level, for example, any one of these fractals here, and we start seeing price action on the lower time frames rejecting that level, then it's short, pretty tight stop, and then we can leave it to see what happens. Okay, anyway, guys, that's it for me today. Still looking for longs. Doesn't matter what's with this massive gap down. It will find some support somewhere. Maybe not today. Might only be tomorrow or the day after, but it'll definitely find some support. And then the trick is to see where that support takes us. Okay, if it just takes us to come and retest the breakout, so be it. Take your profit, and then we get in for the short on that breakout, and we drive the market down. Okay, there we go. Hope that helps, and I will catch you later. Cheers for now.